Hello friends! In this video, you'll see how the actors of the movies Jurassic Park 1993 and Jurassic Park II The Lost World 1997 changed. You'll know their real names and age. I will show you how they looked then and what's with them now in 2022. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Let's go! Malcolm has a PhD in mathematics, but he acts and dresses quite casually. Malcolm doesn't wear ties and usually undoes a couple of the top buttons on his shirt. He wears a ring on his right hand and often wears a necklace with a pendant, played by Jeff Goldblum. Ellie is often paired with Grant, dreams of having a baby, and doesn't always approve of the way Grant treats children. If someone interferes with her work, then she can react somewhat emotionally, without restraining herself in statements. She was played by Laura Dern. Arnold is a Jurassic Park staff member in the computer department. He is well versed in programming and specially designed programs for the park. He mostly dresses modestly, but likes to wear ties with different patterns. The role is performed by Samuel L. Jackson. Grant devoted himself to excavation and became a specialist in paleontology. He tries to defend his case not with empty words, but with real arguments. He doesn't like technology much and prefers to use the usual methods of excavation in his work, played by Sam Neill. Wu as BD-1 is one of the workers at Jurassic Park and is an expert in genetic engineering and is well versed in the intricacies of creating dinosaurs. He lives for his work and is confident that his statements are indeed correct. Tim is Hammond's youngest grandson. He is the inquisitive child, especially when it comes to dinosaurs, and loves to read about them. He usually wears a blue bandana around his neck and is often seen carrying a backpack. They're always played by Joseph Mazzello. Muldoon works for Hammond and controls the dinosaurs, has disturbing thoughts about the park and is convinced that the dread predators must be destroyed. He always carries a gun with him and prefers to wear a cowboy hat, played by Bob Peck, who died of a tumor in 1999. Nedry works for Hammond and is a programming specialist. He is not distinguished by devotion, doesn't have a sense of pity, and if he lacks finances, he can easily sell himself to a competing company. Has a full build and wears glasses. He was played by Wayne Knight. Harding also works for Hammond and his main job is to monitor the health of the dinosaurs in the park. He's an observant, balanced person who gets along well with both animals and people. Likes to wear sunglasses. The role is performed by Gerald R. Moulin. Hammond is obsessed with the idea of the unique park for children and adults where everyone can see dinosaurs live. He is a rather positive person who tries not to lose heart and despite his age tries to be active. The role is performed by Richard Attenborough. Gennaro provides legal services and also conducts due diligence for its employers. He behaves somewhat awkwardly in the conditions of nature, and by virtue of his profession, often doubts. He always wears a suit, carries a briefcase. He was played by Martin Ferrero. Rostagno manages the mine and is delighted when the excavation is successful. He is a well-balanced person who is well-versed in his territory and time after time likes to make bets with his workers. He wears a watch on his left hand, played by Miguel Sandoval. Volunteer Boyz sometimes behaves somewhat ill-mannered. He can clearly show that he is bored with listening to the interlocutor. He tries to appear brave, but he really isn't. Can visualize what is being said to him. The role is performed by Whit Hertford. Dodgson works for a company that competes with Hammond. He speaks clearly to the point and is accustomed to think through the plan to the smallest detail. Dodgson prefers to act boldly, but still doesn't neglect caution. The role is performed by Cameron Ford. Roland Tembo is Ajay Sidhu's best friend. He is a professional hunter and is convinced that he can easily cope with any animal and even a dinosaur. Tembo is durable and serious. The role was played by Pete Postlethwaite, who died of pancreatic cancer in 2011. Peter Ludlow, Arliss Howard, is the CEO of InGen and is also associated with Hammond. He is an adherent of bold ideas that will bring him good profit, although sometimes they are fraught with danger. Peter is a family man and dresses appropriately for his status as a leader. Nick Van Owen is one of the people hired by Hammond for the research operation. He specializes in photography and can shoot both nature and military conflicts. Nick cares about animals and is used to acting rather than sitting on the sidelines. Played by Vince Vaughn. Mrs. Bowman is the mother of Cathy. She is used to a luxurious life, but despite this, she doesn't forget about her child and tries to spend time with her and take care of her, although sometimes it can be quite difficult. The role is performed by Sid Sweetmatter. Dieter Stark, Peter Stormare, is part of the team led by Roland Tembo. He can skillfully handle weapons, including a stun gun. He cares little about the fate of animals and can harm them, even if they do not pose a threat to him. He wears a watch on his left hand. Dr. Robert Burke works for InGen and is a specialist in paleontology. In fact, his knowledge in this area is far from ideal. Sometimes he confuses the varieties of dinosaurs. He wears a cowboy hat, has a long hair and a thick beard. It was portrayed by Thomas F. Duffy. Carter arrived on the Isle of Sorna as part of the Roland team. He confidently drives a jeep over bumpy terrain and often wears pilot's goggles while driving. Promptly responds to all given instructions. Likes to wear plaid shirts. He was portrayed by Thomas Rosales Jr. Mr. Bowman is the father of Cathy. He is the wealthy person who is used to relaxing in comfort. He is mostly succinct and doesn't over-concerned or pressing his daughter. The role is performed by Robin Sachs, who passed away due to a heart attack in 2013. Ajay Sidhu is one of the few members of the Tembo team that he is on good terms with. During the operation on Sorna Island, Ajay tries to stay close to Roland and quickly follows all instructions. He wears round-brimmed glasses. The role was performed by Harvey Jason. Eddie Carr is one of the members of the team organized by Hammond. He's a first-class mechanic who knows how to fix and how to properly handle equipment. Carr is not used to leaving friends in need and is willing to risk his life to help. Played by Richard Schiff. Cathy Bowman, Camilla Bell, is a sweet girl who is not seduced by the excesses of an expensive life. She prefers to spend her free time as she wants and doesn't like it when the mother takes care of her. Cathy loves animals, but sometimes she is too carefree with them. Barge Captain knows how to steer the ship, is well versed in navigation, and often takes his son with him. Through the fear of the island of Sorna, he doesn't go into its depth. He was played by Jenna Silva, who passed away in 2020 from a form of dementia FTD. Dr. Sarah Harding is an animal behaviorist who specialized in animal behavior, which also included the dinosaurs. She joined the research team led by Ian Malcolm, with whom she has a relationship in the film, To Isle Sorna. The role was performed by Julianne Moore. Curious Man looks neat and dresses decently enough, but sometimes behaves cheeky and defiant. He considers it quite normal to sit down with a person of interest and express his opinion to him. Often smiles and chews gum. The role is performed by Ross Partridge. Butler works as a butler at the Hammond house. He has a calm voice and treats all visitors with courtesy and respect. At work, he can only be seen in a suit with a bow tie. The role is performed by Ian Abercrombie, who died of kidney failure in 2012. Kelly Curtis, Vanessa Chester, is the adopted daughter of Ian Malcolm. She is an adult beyond her years, knows how to make many decisions of her own, and clearly adheres to her position. Kelly is a rather brave girl who thinks not only about herself but also about others. Lex is a teenage girl who gets excited about computers and loves everything connected with them. She's a close relative of Hammond and also has a younger brother, Tim. She likes to wear caps and is used to braiding her hair. The role is played by Ariana Richards. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please share it on social networks, like it, and of course subscribe to the channel.